All right, good evening, everybody. We are talking about a severe thunderstorm warning, which is in effect for parts of Dodge, Telfair, and Wilcox counties until 11:15. Good to see everybody. So what we're looking at here is, first of all, kind of a backwards situation. So we're talking about storms that are going, instead of the usual west to east thing, it's going east to west. So if you're looking at this thinking usually you know where this is going, it's going in this direction. So we had the one severe thunderstorm warning just a little while ago for southwestern Dooley County. That's been leaving. And now we have the one for Telfair. Let's take a look closer in here. This one just getting going. Again, just to show you the big picture before I dig in, the main line that we've been waiting on, and I know this looks weird, we're usually looking for a line of thunderstorms coming in out of Alabama. This is coming from South Carolina. So most of this is going to go within these polygons, these severe thunderstorm warning polygons that are going across 16 more towards Savannah, but kind of between us and Savannah. But some of this up here will be kind of clipping parts of Washington, Johnson, Lawrence, Trutland, Telfair, and Wheeler, right? So just so you'll see that. Other storms that have been blowing up in the Dooley and Crisp County area. This was severe a little bit earlier. Had some hail there up for about 1 inch in diameter for just a little bit, and you can see the wind, the outflow heading up toward Perry. Let's zoom in a little bit more on this one. This one again goes until 11:15. It's not a huge storm as far as coverage is concerned, but it packs a punch in a small spot. We'll take a look at the hail in there, and yes, there's a hail core for sure. As we zoom in, let me give you a little frame of reference here. So there's Jacksonville, Georgia. McRae is up at the top of your screen here. So this is southern Telfair, and this will, because of the movement, is going to clip maybe southern Dodge County on into Wilcox. I know it's weird, again, going backwards. So we'll notice as we go back in time, you can see just over the past few minutes, this thing just explode into hail that is easily over 1 inch in diameter. All right, let me go over to this other computer over here. Check on something just quickly, just to see if there is new information coming in. All right, so again, that warning goes until 11:15. The one that we had earlier went until 10:30 for Dooley County. All right. So let's look at the big picture here again, and you can see the outflow boundary, just so you can tell that even if you're probably seeing a ton of lightning off to the south, let's say you're in Perry and the wind is starting to kind of move in, that's the outflow boundary. That's the wind on the top side of these storms making its way up. So again, a kind of a different night in that we're not looking at a line of storms coming in from Alabama. We're looking from South Carolina coming in. Not only that, but the potential for these storms to start to kind of fill in here in the middle, and that's what we're starting to see, a couple little lightning strikes. So the models have been hinting that the main core of our area may start to fill in with thunderstorms. Whether or not we see the actual, whoops, didn't mean to pull that there, actual line, like all of this over here, this may kind of stay to the east. We may start to see just the influence of the outflows of storms to the south, to the east, some to the north, and the combination of all these outflows together may start to create showers and storms here in the middle. So, matter of fact, I've been hearing a little bit of thunder here in the Macon area, but I don't see anything popping up just yet. That could change. So you could see these outflow boundaries, pick up these little green lines. That's the wind coming out of these storms, and we definitely have a ton of energy out there. Because, as you can still see with the temperatures, we're still in the 80s, mid-80s, 90 in Cordele. The dew points are through the roof. Looking at some high humidity out there with dew points in the 80s. So these are the feels like numbers. Still, at almost 11 o'clock, it still feels like 103, 105 in some spots. Pretty crazy. All right, so is to look up top again and see a couple lightning strikes for some of our northern half outside of Irwinton, but nothing crazy just yet as far as thunderstorms are concerned until you get down into, really the only warning we have is that one for Telfair, southern Dodge into Wilcox. Other storms for Dooley and Crisp in parts of Wilcox and Pulaski, those are just normal thunderstorms, but they're definitely showing off a little bit with a little bit of racket. See, somebody says I'm cutting in and out. Hopefully your audio has gotten a little bit better there. Oh yeah, somebody talking about the heat lightning. Yeah, heat lightning again does not exist. That's just a thunderstorm that is far away from you and you can't hear the thunder. Telfair, Wilcox, Dodge. And actually it kind of goes in the order of Telfair, Dodge, Wilcox because of the movement. Again, we're so used to seeing something like this and saying, well, that storm is moving in this direction. You know, like Lumber City would be next. No, it's going this way. And the hail core, as I mentioned a moment ago, is pretty stout. I mean, it's not taking up a lot of area as far as the size of the storm overall, but the hail core is, I mean, look at the scale here. You're talking about over 1 inch in diameter. So as we ask it, what is it? It's 1.25 inches easily in diameter. Okay, what we're going to have to do here in just a few minutes is I'm going to have to cut off of here in about 2 minutes while we do some things getting ready for the 11 o'clock show. I may do 1 more minute here just to update you, and then we've got to get ready for the 11 o'clock show, and then we will see you over on air for that. So there is the big picture again. That is the only warning for now, and we'll see if anything gets going in the main core of our area. And again, these storms are the ones we've been following for hours, and they've been kicking it down through South Carolina, heading towards Statesboro now, between Statesboro and Savannah. Again, some of the outside edge of that may clip parts of our southeastern counties. Okay, we're going to dip off of here. I'll see you on TV coming up in just a few minutes.